Hello, Neil.
Hey, Alaina, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Here we are in the
Doing
room
great.
together again.
That's right. All right, the virtual room.
We wanted to drop in really quick because we are excited about the progress on our spring fundraising campaign, which we called our Readers Decide campaign. It turns out the readers are deciding, which is great. It's running through March 31st. This is to close an operating gap that we have this spring because of a couple different funding challenges. We are a nonprofit. Funding independent media, particularly arts journalism, is a heavy lift right now, but our readers are speaking up. So, Neil, do you want to say a little bit about kind of the stats on this campaign? Like, how many donors do we have, or like, what's the size of the gifts, and how much have we raised so far?
Sure thing. Yeah. Love to get into the data.
Mm-hmm.
According to our tracking software, we've received 116 donations in this
What?
campaign, which is
Yay.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Love to see that. And our goal was $10,000, and we hit that the afternoon of March 19th. It was a really
Incredible.
exciting
Yes.
set of messages that you and I got to exchange.
That was a big day.
Yeah. Many thanks to the donor who got us over the line for
Yeah.
that. Um, it was just really gratifying to see that happen and know that we had that much movement happening. And to get back to some very concrete numbers,
Yeah, yeah.
71% of donations are under $100 in
Okay.
total.
Okay, yeah. So
Yep,
this is a lot of small donors.
you got it.
Yeah.
And the average gift of that group is about $40. So $40 donations go a really long way. We have people giving $5, people giving $20, people giving a couple $100, but $40 is the sweet spot, it seems, for this. And we really appreciate what everybody's doing.
That's incredible. That says to me that there are a lot of folks out there that probably maybe they're creative gig workers like us that don't have a lot of money to throw around, but they see something that's worthwhile and they want to get in on it. And even if it's just a couple bucks for an organization that's as small as ours, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
We celebrate all of it, and all of it is instrumental to us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this has been something that's been really exciting for me over the past couple of weeks is explaining to readers, potential donors, and donors what their gift can do, right?
Hmm.
$50 can really go a long way to paying a writer for a
Hmm.
piece.
Hmm.
We have web hosting, we have software that we subscribe to,
Yep.
we have a bunch of things that are just straight ahead overhead for us. And it's different from a lot of other institutions because we're completely digital, but in the
Yeah,
same
we don't
way,
have an
like
office.
we're all people
Um,
and we have to pay the bills. Question for you is what
yeah.
are some of the things that you've heard from readers and donors over the past couple of weeks?
One person messaged me and said, I mentioned this earlier, that she was glad that BSR is what she called it, I think, was taking the honest route with our fundraising. And it just made me think about there are ways to go after money when you're putting content online, obviously, and some of it involves, you know, putting up content that's masquerading as journalism or having people pay you to insert links in the work or like doing things that are about maybe grabbing a lot of clicks and eyeballs, but that's not about the actual quality of the work. And we're about the quality of the work, and we're about that transparency with our readers. So we're here in this position, saying that this kind of journalism is really hard to fund, and we need your help to fund it. And we're going to be really clear with you about our organization. We're going to be clear about what our need is. And people have really answered that, and our hope is that we can just keep doing that work that we want to do in the way we want to do it, in a way that's honest and transparent with our readers. They know what we do, they know where the money's going, and they know that the journalism they read at BSR is this high quality professional stuff. And yeah, and we've just been hearing generally from lots of donors that they, even folks, for folks from overseas who are giving to us, saying that they love our spotlight on Philly, they like our writers, and folks, they want to see BSR's coverage continue. And yeah, it's such a boost for our team.
Something else I wanted to ask you about was part of this ongoing conversation that we have between the two of us, but also with readers and other community folks, is
Mm.
about consumption of media diet and how
Yeah.
people can take hold of what they're getting and how from Broad Street Review and outlets like us and the way that we do
Yeah.
it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we knew that we needed to do a fundraising campaign, and we were thinking, how do we frame this? How do we talk about this? And we came up with this idea of the readers decide, because I want our readers to know that they have agency. We get like in a huge like doom scrolling rabbit hole, or we get really frustrated with the failures of maybe like corporate media outlets. We want to say that you have power over what you want to see and hear, and you have power over what media is going to exist in that ecosystem. And if you want to see locally made, locally accountable, professional journalism, you can. We need your help. You can help fund that and help continue that and grow that in our community. And then when you read that coverage, you know that you were instrumental in making it happen. It wouldn't have happened if you hadn't given your gift or supported us in some other way. So I really want people to go forth with that idea of agency for any media. If you find media that you like, that's doing some good in the world, it's shining a light on your community that you appreciate, support that media in a meaningful way. And then together we can shape the media that we want to see.
Huge, huge. Yeah, that gets me to something else I think about, which is our vast archive of Philly commentary
Yeah.
and how it's right on the web for anybody to enjoy. And I find myself doing this for all sorts of reasons, but going to our site and throwing in a keyword, whether that's a name of an institution or a
Mm-hmm.
creator or
Mm-hmm.
a broad topic,
Yeah.
it's like Shakespeare, excuse me, and just seeing what has been happening in Philly through the lens of BSR over the past 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
It's an incredible resource. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is popping up for you in our different platforms and the ways that we're having conversations online?
I just want to flag that getting Broad Street Review in your inbox is not the only way you can interact with us. Our website's there all the time. Like, yes, we love to see you in our inboxes. We have our regular newsletters are Wednesday and Thursday morning. There's never a paywall. We have our monthly BSR in the Wild series where we talk about what our team is actually going to. We're always out and about on the scene. You often will see us in person. Please say hello if you see us.
Sue.
We love to chat with readers. We're on Instagram. We have a vibrant following over there. A lot of local artists and creators are very plugged in over there.
Yeah.
Check them out. We also have a podcast. Darnell Radford has been doing our podcast for years.
So good.
And he now is the new executive director of Theater Philadelphia, so he's plugged in a really interesting way. And the conversations that he has over there are really, really interesting, in depth, and very, very evergreen for anyone who's interested in the arts, especially
Exactly.
theater. So if you like to put something in your ears, subscribe to that podcast. And it's also on YouTube now. If you want some company from the BSR team or Philly artists, you can throw that on and get in on the conversation that way.
And BSR has our own YouTube channel as well. We don't have a whole
Yeah.
lot there yet, but we've
Hello,
been
coming
growing it
to
a little
you
bit.
from the
Yep,
VSR
we're
YouTube
here
channel.
now, and you never know what's going to be there. So
Yeah.
everybody should make sure to follow us on all the places that they can find us. Yeah, it's really such a joy when I get to tell people that we're not just emailing them,
Yeah.
but that we exist elsewhere on the internet as
And
well.
also, like, if you are say a casual reader of BSR, but maybe you're not subscribed to us, like, why not just go ahead and subscribe? We're sending our newsletters of our fresh stories every week. It's got previews, it's got reviews to help you plan what you want to see week to week. So if you're kind of in our orbit but aren't getting the emails, like, go ahead and get the emails, because then you won't miss a story.
Alaina, I'm just keeping an eye on the time.
Oh,
What
yeah, yeah.
else
We
do
should
we
wrap up.
have for this campaign over the next couple days?
We're just doing a last push to see if we can get to $15,000 total.
That.
So right now, the 10K that we've raised means that our spring coverage is plugged in, which is a huge boost and a huge relief for us. We're looking to summer. If we can raise an additional 5K through the end of this campaign, that's going to go a long way towards securing our summer coverage too, and take
Yeah.
some of that fundraising pressure off us and maybe you. So
Indeed.
if
Indeed.
you want to get in on this Readers Decide campaign, you can through March 31st. And if you can't give, we really, really get that. But sharing the campaign in your networks is huge.
Yep. Lovely. All right, Alaina, thanks for making time to chat today.
I always like chatting with you, Neil.
Looking forward to doing more of these conversations in the coming months.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
All
talk
right.
soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.